before you
Yeah,
go.
woof, while we're on Canada,
okay,
let's please
what the
stay
heck?
on Canada.
Sally, I would love to start with you. I know that you have expressed in the past how much you love Vancouver. I am in Toronto, but Vancouver is my hometown. And you took me to one of my favorite places to go visit, which is Deep Cove.
Yeah.
So how special was it to be back in one of your favorite cities to tell this incredible story that already has such a huge fan base because of the novel?
You know, Vancouver is truly one of the most magnificent spots on earth. It just is. That we got to shoot this story there. And Vancouver, even though it's supposed to be the Pacific Northwest, which is still the Pacific Northwest, but it becomes very much a character. Don't you agree?
Yes.
It's very much a character in this story. The look of where we are. Every bit of it, from Tova's house to the pier that they walk down a lot, to all of the drive-throughs in the town, and it is a big part of the story, and it's Vancouver.
Louis, I love that Tova and Cameron, they're both obviously hurting. They're also both healing. It's such an interesting dynamic between the two of you. And then you throw in this giant creature, octopus. So what was it like going not only toe to toe with this incredible icon beside you, but also toe to tentacle and be able to navigate all of that?
You know, it was a blast. It was in some ways like why I got into doing this whole weird racket that we're in.
To work with an octopus?
No. To like, you know, it is such an intricate story. It's like Shelby wrote this thing so well because it doesn't feel like all these messages are being force fed or anything. And it's very like quietly strong in its like themes. Just kind of like living in the character and in the world, and then kind of just being in the moment with Sally, who is such a generous actor and generous person. Like the thing kind of carries, it's generous to me.
What did I ever give you?
Wisdom.
Nothing. Oh,
And good laughs. A lot of good laughs.
got a lot of good laughs.
Oh, I
Yeah.
bet. I bet a lot of good laughs.
Yeah, it was like the thing kind of once you just put your inner tube in the river, you just kind of float with
Oh,
it.
that's
you
a
know?
good analogy.
Wow.
I like that. Put your inner tube in the river, and off you go.
Off you go.
It's funny you say that, Louis, because Olivia was actually saying that too, because Sally was already, of course, tied to the project, but then they knew that they needed somebody who would be able to, you know, take on just how Sally even plays and just the icon that she is, and the fact that the two of you got together and it was on, it was game on. Sally, I have to say though, even like as a mom, like to me, this is such a beautiful Mother's Day story.
It's a story about healing, about loss, about home, about family, and really an homage to sea creatures, to creatures altogether. So if that fits into your Mother's Day, then so be it.
Well, sort of a Mother Earth day.
A Mother Earth kind of thing.
Perhaps it should be
Yeah, that
released
too.
then on that day as well.
Okay, so see, this was a collective effort.
Before you
Yeah,
go,
woof, while we're on Canada,
Okay,
let's please
what the
stay
heck?
on Canada. Matter of fact, pack your bags and move to Canada.
and go to that gosh darn donut spot.
Honey's Donuts!
Honey's Donuts.
Honey's Donuts!
Oh,
You know what?
That's
my
what I'm
God.
talking
Did you,
about.
are you the one that brought me one of those donuts
Yes.
once?
Yeah, I couldn't stop with
Did
that
I
stuff.
eat it?
I think you maybe did a small nibble politely, but gosh,
Oh, you're a
I
good
know.
man.
Everybody was talking about these donuts.
I've never
but
had.
do you know that Kate
Donuts.
Winslet is also obsessed with Honey's Donuts because she filmed of something in Deep Cove years ago.
Yes.
And then she talked about Honey's Donuts, and then everybody started going there. But
I mean,
Honey's Donuts, I mean, they make them amazing.
To call it a donut, it's
Yeah.
its own thing.
I'm
It's-
obsessed
its own
about
thing.
Vancouver, but it had nothing to do with Honey's Donuts.
I know.
But then maybe I was missing out. I guess.
I think you
you-
were. Well,
I
that's just
just
one of
have
the
to go
many
back.
glorious things about Vancouver.
Yeah, I have to go back. I have to get my
You
house.
missed out, Sally. You got to go back. You got to go back.
Great
Thank you so much to the both of you for giving us
you.
such a beautiful film. Really,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
First of all, Shelby, your debut novel. Did you ever have bestseller on your bingo card, and now to have this incredible film to follow up with that. Like, where's your mind at right now with all this love that you're receiving?
I mean, it's beyond anything that I had envisioned. I mean, when I was drafting this book, I thought, like, maybe I'll be happy if like 100 people buy it and read it. You know, it's just, it's been such a journey, but it's been so wonderful to be able to share these characters with so many people. And it makes my heart so happy to hear that the story has moved people and, you know, that it has changed them. It's just beyond anything I could have imagined, for sure.
Now, Olivia, I have to say, the vulnerability that we get between Sally and Lewis, how did you know? What was it about their dynamic that you knew that these two were going to be the right characters or the right stars to be able to tell and execute this story?
Well, Sally was attached to the project before I came on, which was a big draw for me. Before I even read the book, I knew Sally was attached, and I knew that the book had an octopus's point of view. So that pulled me right in. And then, you know, we read lots of different actors for Cameron, but it was so important to make sure we found just the right chemistry. And the minute Lewis walked into the audition room with Sally, we could already see that there was this familiarity between them. There was sort of this ease and playfulness. And also from having spoken to Lewis and met with him ahead of time and seen his work, I knew that he is the kind of actor that is not afraid to go to really vulnerable places. Of course, we all have seen Sally do that over the span of her incredible career. So I wanted to make sure that we cast somebody who could go toe-to-toe with Sally, both comedically, but also bring that emotional depth to the characters. And, you know, 5 minutes in the room with the two of them, and we knew we had found him.
And I mean, like you said, you needed somebody who could go toe-to-toe with Sally, but you also needed somebody who could go toe-to-tentacle, you know? With the,
Yes.
like, there's a lot going on in that sense. So kudos to Lewis for stepping in and just really taking on that role. But really quickly, I want to talk about Deep Cove. It is such a gem, a hidden gem that you're highlighting. Doesn't get enough love because it's kind of off to the corner. But what was that experience like, being sort of in this hidden corner in Vancouver and telling this story? How did that add to the character, to the film?
I think the personality of Deep Cove really lent itself to Soul Bay. People were very excited that we wanted to come in and photograph their little neighborhood, and everybody sort of knows each other. And so it kind of had the character of a small town where everyone knows each other, even maybe a little bit too much. So, and then it just, you know, it's just, you walk down the street towards the bay, and it's just breathtaking. I mean, you can't help but stop in your tracks and just look out at the water and the mountains, and, you know, it causes reason to kind of stop and take it all in. So
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
it was
Best
perfect.
donut place in Deep Cove as well.
My God,
Kate
I miss
Winslet is
Honey.
obsessed with them.
Oh, Honey's, they're
Honey's
so
donuts.
good.
That's what I'm talking about. Ladies, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for giving us such a beautiful film. I think it's really going to resonate with a lot of people.
Oh, hope so. Thank you.